Tetris effect as soon as this works. Just making sure we live. For those of you watching on the VOD, I love you as always. I'm doing my best for you. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can get this going. I'm gonna use myself as a tool to hear if my game audio is off. If not, like, we'll see. First I have to sit through an ad though. And in the meantime, I'd like to say thanks y'all so much for again coming, supporting us, doing all that stuff. Brian's not here today, so I'm gonna be playing Tetris Effect all by myself. It's a great game. I love it very much. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for Expert Journey all the way through in one go. Nothing will stop me except for the powers that be, or myself losing. I'm really hoping I don't. I tend to be okay, but yeah, I guess we'll see. So without further ado, I'm gonna start. I've done this a couple times before. Wait, let me just check the audio real fast. I'm a little loud, so I'm going to adjust that real fast. And then we're going to actually start. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Okay. So now I'm actually doing it. I'm actually going to go all the way through. So I have beaten it before. I've beaten it in VR mode, though. So this is going to be a trip. Because I haven't done it, like, actually by myself without VR. I feel like it has a higher refresh rate and it helps a lot, so we'll see. And I'm just gonna rock it. Again, Brian's not here today, unfortunately. He is in the Amazon fighting off everything he can. So, in the meantime, I'll be doing this, and later, if you stick around, I'll be playing Crypt of the Necrodancer. I think I said that right? I don't know. Solo streaming is weird. Let's go. If the audio is messed up or you hate me, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. One of the most zen experiences that is going to be interesting to comment around. Also, I feel like commenting is the death of puzzle games, so we'll see. I might just take long breaks where I don't talk, and instead I just do my best. I think this game is beautiful, and I thank you for taking this journey with me. I'm holding the controller close to my lap so you guys don't have clicks, because that can be a lot, I'm sure. So one might go through the entire game trying to get nothing but Tetrises. I'm just going for a clear, because I think the clear is hard enough. So, you know. And the thing I love the most about Tetris is, as you'll see me visibly uncomfortable at my own mistakes, the psych behind Tetris is all about being the remedy to your own mistakes, and fixing what you can when you can. And I think that that's kind of beautiful. It's all about playing what you can handle. And hopefully for me, that is better than I'm doing right now. I've never commented while playing this game before. Oh god. I might just lose on hysterical. Ah. I've gotten the coveted, what's it called? Dodecahedrous or something before? It is just incredibly difficult to get that far. I personally feel, so. No, it's a Perfectress. Yes, I have gotten that before, and I'm proud of it. So yeah, that's the first stage. Probably the easiest one, and we'll see how much further I go, because that was not as good as I normally am. Probably one of the things I like the most about this game is that it's made by, or produced actually. The director is someone I haven't heard of, but Tetsuya Mizuguchi, the guy who made Rez, Infinite, and Space Channel 5, among others, Luminous, is a really incredible director. He does a lot with the games that he works in, and how it's kind of like this synesthesia-infused, beautiful trip. And so, again, I'm glad that y'all can make it with me. With those of you on the VOD, happy to have you here. Oh god. It has, if you don't own this game, I am not paid to say this. Buy it right now. It's one of the premier. I don't know what the specific publication was, but there was a review of it that was, Tetris Effect is the closest I've felt to the human condition in my entire adult life. And maybe you'll see that as we go on. My heart is beating so weirdly fast. Which is why I can't play games like Resident Evil, is because I'd probably give myself a heart attack. Oh, I'm gonna get it. Oh, yeah. I've never gotten the, what's it called? There's a one, it's like Ultimatris, which is a great name for it, but Perfectress just kind of sounds better. But Ultimatris is if you cover the whole area. And I cannot do that where I'm at. I don't think I've ever gotten it. I think Perfectress is the best I've gotten. I think I've gotten a Perfectress with 19 though. So that's impressive. About as impressive as I'll be. Which is good. I don't remember stage. Ah, yeah. The synesthesic elements of, I'm not sure if that's a word or if I'm just saying nonsense. Every stage is just beautiful. The way, I don't even know, those umbrella drums move in the background. It's just incredible. You're gonna hear me saying a lot of buzzwords. I really like this game. Probably more than most things. But it's definitely in my top 10 of last year. I think I put it at, we have little top groups. I know Brian was saying to me that we should create a thing of our favorite games. And I agree with him completely. I would love to like share that with everyone who does watch and say what my favorite games of all time is. I think this might be on it, spoilers, which is wild to me. I think it's always wild to a lot of people, the idea that like, oh, games right now are like just as good as they've ever been. There's like a lot of nostalgic people, and I completely understand that. It's very, I don't know what's doing there. It's very enticing to say that games are better when you have more free time, or like they're just made better. I think games as a service is very damaging to the industry, but I don't necessarily think that games are worse. I think we're in time of some of the most creative. I mean, if you just saw the Nintendo Direct from yesterday, there was one game that really surprised me, and it's one no one's talking about because everyone's talking about Cadence of Hyrule, which of course, I mean, that's a revolutionary game. I'm really looking forward to trying Cookie the Necrodancer so I can see for myself like how good it is. But so that's the first stage clear. The first 3 counts as like 1 unit of stage, which is fun. I got it. The highest you can get is double S. I don't think I'll be getting double S on very many things here, but you know, doing my best, hanging in, hanging out, seeing what works. This is one of my favorites. I might not talk at all throughout this one. This is going to be a very stream of consciousness playthrough, because I don't have a... Oh, right. God, this one's just so beautiful. But... Oh! I'm also... I don't think I'm going to try it on the stream, but in general, I wanted to take a look at this free version of Dissidia NT. I tried the beta a while ago, and I loved the games on the PSP. But, I don't know, something about 3-on-3 combat doesn't really... I mean, outside of, like, versus fighters where you can tag in and tag out, that's fine. I just don't have a lot of personal appeal. Oh. I have my PlayStation camera that I use for VR mounted on top of my... It's like a really ghetto setup. As you can tell, the mic quality isn't as good. It's because I'm using the PS4 internal software and hardware to stream this. Brian has a, what's it called? Brian has the Elgato that we've been using this entire time making this channel. He's very passionate about playing games, sharing our experiences with each other. And I think that's great, and it's been a very positive journey trying to, you know, understand a little better how we can use one of our favorite things to both have an audience and entertain others. I think it's very safe to say that we're both very passionate about entertaining. I am a theater artist professionally, but I also love to just entertain however I can, and this counts for me. So I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, that was Jellyfishy. It is probably on all the modes you can separately, what's it called? As you unlock them all through the journey, you can go through them all separately. As like different themed ones. I know there are like themed ones where you can like be like, oh, I want to take the aquatic adventure, or if you just want to play marathon, the standard mode, you could do that with whichever stage is your favorite. And I think even though it doesn't have my favorite song in the world, I must do that so frequently. What's up, Shane? Sorry, I'll check it when I'm available, okay? Alright. Hi, Shane. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Let me know if my volume is dreadful. I don't think I can change the in-game volume, but I can always lower my mic. I had it set to a lower volume so it wouldn't be blasting anyone's ears out. But I don't know. We're just, you know, having a Zen-ass time. Think about ourselves, where we belong in the world, life itself. I'm being a little satirical, but mostly serious. I think it's funny because critics-wise, a lot of people have been, okay, just raving about this game, but I don't think it really hit mainstream appeal, and I think unfortunately, even though I also love that game, I think that Eureka made a fantastic Tetris game on the Switch, which is that, what's it called? Tetris 99. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. It's really good, but I know. It sounds beautiful. Thank you, Shane. Normally I have better mic quality, but I have to use the PS4 internal hardware to do this one, so you'll see me on the PlayStation camera, which is normally used for VR. Nope, this is Jellyfish C. I have no idea what the other one was called. I lied to you earlier. Thank you for telling me I sound beautiful. You are beautiful. I'm always tempted to go very personal on stream. Now that I'm like, it's weird doing it without Brian. With Brian, normally it's like hang out and also entertaining others, and that's great. But doing it by yourself is definitely weird. Where I'm tempted to just go off rails, talk about whatever I want, be like, oh, for food today I had pretzel crackers. That's it. That's all my personal life. I think music is probably one of the most key factors in a game for me. For a lot of people, I know, like, it's so funny. My brother is currently going through the Tales of series. Not the series specifically, but just Tales of Vesperia. And his favorite thing, not his favorite thing, but he really likes Vesperia, the remaster. Has some problems. It shuts down randomly on the Switch, which is not great. But you know, it's still an alright port, all things considered. But you know, I played it a while ago for my SP friends, and it's a thing that stayed a constant, is that the music in that game is just in every way unimaginative, and I feel like even the sound effects are just so uninspired, and it's weird to hear something like that and then be like this game scratches all possible niches I have for sound, and I just find it extraordinary. So now we are at, oh god, this one's horrifying to me for some reason. Quiet, echoey. It's before the chants. I have not lost yet, but I worry because I know that this stage in particular is hard. And that always makes me worried. We're gonna do a rest. Let's see where we end up. I don't know why. It's just that a lot of times in starting these stages, I just don't want to say anything because it's like the taster of what it feels like. And just, you know, now it's like clapping, chanting. I'm gonna keep it low. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play it super safe in this one because I am going for the 100% game clear in one shot, and I know that this is one of the tricky ones. Hot and cold is one of the tricky ones. And we wanna get there while also looking good. Oh my god. I do not remember this. Holy crap. My heart is pounding. Cool, let's just use that. Yeah, let's just have a chill break. Where I play much slower than the game's current speed. Oh my goodness. That's going to be the death of me. If I don't resolve it quickly. I'm really nervous. Oh my god. Oh god. I see the... I promise you, I see the comments because the way Sony has that internal streaming thing, I will address them all when I'm done with this level because they do provide short breaks throughout this game, and I appreciate that greatly. I don't want to keep doing that. It's fine. It's just kind of fun. So not my best. It kind of does sound like Civ and that kind of... I don't know. I don't know what you'd call that tone, but it super does. Maybe it's like Baba Yetu and that kind of stuff. No, kinda. Is it Mediterranean? I don't even know. It's one of those. Okay, I'm gonna just shake it off real fast, have a sip of water, and we're gonna keep going. I actually kind of like that because you know I have it up over here on a different monitor, but being able to see Shane that you're commenting in the upper right corner is really nice because it reminds me I'll need to check, which is cool. Yeah, let's just keep it going. This one, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know why I found this one. It just positively shocked me when I got to here. Just this pan out. Where it's this march. I'm getting chills right now thinking about the transition it's about to make. I don't know why. The connection of these two things. Yeah, I hit it really early because I was doing really fast. But that beautiful pan out from the desert, and then just the non-verbal, seamless comparison to this not alone. I don't know what to call it. But like the idea of being by yourself on the moon, but this game never makes me feel like, oh, it's trying to tell you it's okay to be alone. If anything, it's telling you so much about how you are literally never alone. Which is, I don't mean like in a creepy way, like, ooh, you're never alone. I mean like, just embrace it. We're all in this together. We're all trying in our own different ways to accomplish our own different things. And that's beautiful. You can't see, but I am sitting on my legs, and at some point I will need to stand because they're gonna fall asleep. Which is fun. Oh, this one. I definitely don't have a problem with this one, but I think it's one of the biggest difficulty jumps. I also wish there was a mode outside of Journey in this game where you could play with, I think, one of the most interesting features that's only reserved, their newest feature, and they're like basically only new feature of like the new modes they add are great. I'm not trying to take away from those at all, but I really gotta fix that before it picked up. I'm gonna just use this. Alright, that's not too super bad. I think my mistake from earlier is still there, though. Cannot wait to take care of that. Oh no. That's alright. We're doing fine. Oh gosh. God. You know, if I lose, it's just not meant to happen. But right now I'm doing okay still. I'm hanging on. For you, dear viewer. Alright. I don't know if the next stage is going to have a little bit of mercy on me. It's not. This one... The connection of jazz in the city is not lost, I feel like, to most people. But in recent years, in video games, I think the connection has been struck in the mainstream with the newest song from Super Mario Odyssey, Jump Up Superstar. I think literally everyone, when they get to this stage, is like, oh my god, that's like Jump Up Superstar. Oh, I think this might be it. I think I just completely screwed myself in a very embarrassing way after doing pretty decent. I just made a bunch of dumb mistakes. But I'm not out quite yet. But we're definitely getting there. Oh, no, I might have saved myself. I don't know why I... There we go. Come on. Keep pushing down. Oh, damn it. Okay. I would love to see that series of mistakes on repeat and just be like, what happened? I got too enthusiastic. Well, speaking of, I just did it again. There we go. Get over there. Honestly, this game is incredibly stressful at points on Expert, but it's still not as stressful as Tetris 99 simply because Tetris 99 is controlled by... Oh my god. By the flow of other players. I'm doing it. I'm doing my best. And we're figuring it out. This one's not my favorite, but it's pretty... Like, I just have to... I almost called it burst. I don't know what... Maybe it's my just... Devil May Cry speaking. Do I have... yes. The specific design of this desert is just... It makes itself interesting at the end, I'll say that, but it's not my favorite. And also the coloring reminds me of Nier Automata's desert, which is a much more interesting and compelling desert because of the culture around it. I'm not trying to discount this. It's interesting. The headdress that these horse-riding ghost men have is, it looks like Shogunate. Maybe that's what they're going for? But I don't know. I'm very proud of that clear. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm still in it, honestly. My thumb's starting to hurt like hell, but we're in it. Okay. This is the only side effect of playing this game for me, is that my left thumb begins to hurt immensely. I don't use the analog stick because I'm not a monster. I use the D-pad. Okay. Yeah, no, I was not doing it after that. Oh. That was pretty good. Why did I fuck? There we go. I feel like I'm decent as a Tetris player, but I would love to learn, like, not taking classes, but learn the idea of, like, how to properly do T-spins, how to properly have setups for that kind of stuff, and see where that takes me a little bit. You know? That could be interesting, I think. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm not moving anywhere, I'm just sitting here massaging my hand as I talk deep into the camera. Hey, you can't see any of my stuff, but you can see I have my microphone down here. This is my floor. Radiator. Maybe I should get... I have my backdrop, but I just don't have it up. I'm using an O-ring light to light me. It's funny, I have so much stuff here that you can't see, but that I think is pretty. I also have my Amiibo shelf. My favorite. D-D-D. What's up, Shane? Watch videos, it'll learn you. I like the idea that with the videos will get stronger over time. Is that what you're implying? Because that'd be some pretty epic stuff. Alright. I'm just gonna keep massaging for a couple of other seconds. And we're gonna keep going. Oh my god. I don't know why I did this to myself. I could have picked anything. Well, the reason is because it's such an... I genuinely feel innovative title. No? Are you just using the phrase, it'll learn you? I'm being funny. Okay, yeah. Not that your humor bounced off of me, but it's that I thought of, like, because we didn't stream it. We really should have. But Shane and I watched the Stadia announcement for Google Stadia. a thing that we both thought was cool, and then proceeded to both think is probably not cool. Only time will tell. But it reminded me of the Google DeepMind AI they were talking about, so it's kind of like how they were like, oh, if you watch videos, you know, we'll learn from your preferences and we'll learn about this stuff. I thought you meant like, oh, the Tetris videos will teach me better from learning. It's not really a joke. I really sidestepped your joke, and I apologize for that. God, this game makes me happy. I should just play Res too. Well, I'm not. Nah. I'll save Res for another time. I wouldn't mind playing it on stream. I don't think you can stream VR, but here's the thing. Oh dear lord. I've screwed myself. It's fine. It's gonna go down. And also I have to only clear one line and then... Yeah, it's not a big deal. But, I read one of the preferences said that you can, like, comments will be disabled if you're streaming VR, and I'm like, I thought you couldn't do that. Maybe you can do that on the Pro. I do not have the PS4 Pro, and I will not be getting it because I'll probably get whatever their newest console is. Either on launch or at some other point, who knows? I'm not like a Sony diehard, but I am looking for the best deal, and I don't think that Microsoft has it, and I think already having a Switch, like, worst case scenario, I wait. And then if you're a hardcore Google Stadia fan, you can just buy a router, and then another router. And then maybe you'll be able to play Borderlands 2 for 20 minutes before they throttle your internet. Topical. Let me see if I can build it all the way up. I do have to give a little bit of kudos to Sony for the streaming stuff. I didn't appreciate it early in the gen. I was like, who cares? You can take out those features. I don't need them. But the ability to share, I've shared clips on the regular of just whatever with capture. There's so many conveniences that I didn't think about when it was initially launching that now I'm very appreciative of. I'm appreciative of the cloud. I'm appreciative of the ability to clip stuff, the ability to download games while your console's in rest mode and it's not even on. So recently I was in New York, and after an audition I had, I was like, I really do want to play Devil May Cry 5, so I set it up for that good automatic download. And you know what? It was done by the time I was home. So that was nice. But just the idea of like setting something up far away and then like having it stay there is really nice. Being like, oh, I want to play this. Like even earlier when I was playing this, I was like surprised by Dissidia NT. Oops. I'm gonna try and... I did the opposite to fix that. I love how a lot of the mistakes I've been making are very basic. I wonder if a Grandmaster of Tetris finds this hard at all. Or if they're just like, huh, this is for babies. Because really I should be playing to the double or triple S mentality. There's no triple S. That's Devil May Cry. I should be playing to that skillful mentality though, and I'm just playing as best I can. I don't know why I did that. How did that count as a T-spin? Alright, we're just gonna take a break. By take a break, I mean do this weird shit and hope it works out. Nothing's more zen than saying shit. Don't at me. Oh, sweet, it's slowed down. So I can play like a normal human being again. Oh, Shane, since I have you here captive, I'm dying to know your thoughts. Outer Worlds. I think you sent this to me. Outer Worlds is going to Epic Game Store exclusive. What do you think of that? I eagerly await your response. I haven't gotten a Perfectionist in a while. I won't be getting it here. I didn't mean to imply that. I just was like, oh, I was doing really hot for a second there at the beginning of the stream. Now I'm doing alright. You know, I'm doing fine. Am I out of time? I'm out of time. It was close. If anything, I have learned from Tetris 99, I've gotten way better at my back-to-backs. I guess I didn't used to prioritize them because I normally just played for, you know, building and breaking down, easily seeing the next piece, the top right corner, and doing it like that, but I see your comment, and I promise you I will reply whenever I can. I think I'm more than halfway through the game right now, which is... okay. Which is the best I can do. Oh my god, I'm in pain. Honestly, Steam's great and all, I have my games there, but... would you get an Epic Store account? I'm curious about that, because I think that it's interesting that we might be moving to direct competition, whether we like it or not, with Steam. This one's a fun one. I stacked up really high, even though I know how fast it gets. So, yeah. I mean, I'll just... oh, God. I'll just work it. Work it out. Cool. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted to achieve with that. While this isn't my favorite soundscape that Mizuguchi creates in this one, this is definitely one of the more just outwardly fun, pretty-looking stages. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. It's funny, you know, I bet on stream you can see my eyes gradually crawling up my TV and being like, and looking at, oh gosh. I'm a little down on myself, but I'm not terrible by any stretch of the means. Like, I acknowledge I'm okay at this game. Just as I say that, some really dumb mistakes. It's karma. You know, my PS4 is just not having it for some reason for this stage. My hands are in agony. Maybe it's the way I hold my controller. You know, in this game you have the option to play... Can't believe I made it. In this game you have the option to play with the default Tetramino colors, and I have no idea why you would, because you're definitely missing out on some, like, really primo stuff from the team and like how they design these new stages. I'm just massaging my hand real fast. I'm gonna keep it going. So I haven't lost yet. I don't know what area I'm on. I think I'm on area 5, which means I'll have to deal with hot and cold soon. And that's definitely the hardest one outside of the like last bit. So I'm just gonna keep it rocking. Shane, of course you comment as soon as I start. Why must you do this to me? I'll get to you, baby. Oh god. I really have to focus because I am towards the end. I tried on the first night it came out, even though I think I had work in the morning. I was like, I'm just gonna go all out, and I'm gonna beat all the stages on normal, because I don't think I was that confident. I think I have genuinely gotten better as time has gone on a little bit. But, oh. Okay. What was I saying? But yeah, no, I got here on my first playthrough, and I just was obliterated in this specific area. You don't have the feature, which is kind of a shame, because I would love to play it like Luminous, but honestly, on Expert, I wouldn't, because my thumbs start to hurt a lot. But in Luminous, you go all the way through, there's no stopping at all, and you just play to completion. And I thought that that was both a really exciting challenge and made it so that when I beat it the first time on my Switch, it was like an hour straight of me just fighting this puzzle game until I won, and it felt triumphant. I think it feels triumphant here, and I think the breaks, honestly, are nice. Without breaks, I don't think I would have gotten this far. But I also would love an option on, like, normal to, go all the way through. Let me see if I can read this. Yeah, Epic Game Store is doing it. No, you're fine. Don't feel sorry at all for any reason. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, there's... I think it's... Oh god, this one's also beautiful. I think it's so fine that... Steam has a competitor. I'm just not sure the way they're doing it is great. Because there's one thing to offer better service, better sales, and that kind of stuff. And there's another thing to buy exclusivity Like, if they were publishing the games, that's fine, but... And they might, like, the way they buy exclusives, I have no idea, right? But it's my assumption from public knowledge that what they're doing is just buying random licenses to games. Is that Tetris? Hell yeah, it is. But, I don't know, like, let's think the way console exclusives work. People still aren't huge fans of console exclusives, but they understand them because... a lot of times, it'll be first-party games. So, Insomniac Studios made Spider-Man. That will never hit. And I could be corrected because a lot of studios seem to be branching out in that way. Like, just like how Cuphead's on Switch, which is wild. Because Microsoft definitely helped with that. Falling apart a little, so I'm gonna try and recoup a little. God, Shane, I have no idea what I was saying. This has become the me and Shane chat, VOD, and other viewers. Whenever you pop in. I see you. But yeah, no, for console exclusives, there's that idea of, okay, well, they made this game. The reason that this game exists is because Sony went to Marvel and said, hey, we want to make a game using one of your IPs. Can we use Spider-Man? And the answer was yes. Because that's not the most uniquely milked thing on the market right now. As a guy who loves Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yeah, not proud of that. Sounds like Final Fantasy VII. Bizarre. I think that specific bell Mizuguchi also said was like whenever there's a transition in the stage, there's an amount of meditation, and it's like purposely trying to lull you into that meditation, that exercise. And to say Tetris is, you know, not an exercise, it really is, in every sense of the way. It's the best puzzle game ever made. I love new puzzle games, though, and I really hope more studios... I know, it's such a niche thing to have, like, a puzzle game studio, but I would love more, because I got really into Tetris Attack. I think I'm pretty okay at it. Or what is it called? The Game Boy one. I forget. Ooh! Oh, no, that's fine, Shane. Shane's at his fancy job, and he likes to tune in sometimes whenever we stream. We normally stream on Thursdays. That might change, because this is the hardest fucking stage in the game, I swear. That might change because Brian and I are like shifting around jobs and stuff, but we normally stream on Thursdays together. He's just away right now, but like he'll be here. We'll look more professional. Sorry. Because normally we have Streamlabs operating giving us some sense of decency. We're able to see comments on the stream. But this is not a terrible in between. We're gonna try and stream more often because we just want to connect to our audience and just like have a good old time. So the thing about this, I think this is the stage I lost to originally. The thing about this stage is it lulls you in to this false sense of security you have. You're like, oh, okay. I got past the hard part. I'll just go for it, you know? Maybe it's hot and warm? Because he just said that. I think it's hot and cold, it's just... Do I have hot and warm? But yeah, so normally we stream on Thursdays. We're trying to stream more, connect to our audience, have more friends. Just join us. I definitely think we both are interested in having people join us for streams. And yeah, just looking good. I don't love my camera placement today. I'm literally trapped in my little cave of a room. We treat a room in Brian's house almost as if it's a little bit of a studio. And I definitely don't have that here. When I'm by myself. So you can count on some amount of professionalism. Mild professionalism. I got through hot and cold really easy. I think it's just the beginning that was really hard. What the fuck? This one is tough. They're all tough from this point forward, but I'm gonna start saying that a lot more because I'll see the stages and be like, oh no. Which is very similar to when that would happen in Luminous. I would go back and forth between hard stages and easy stages and feel a little like the world was falling apart. Okay. Yeah. This part's tough, and then it only gets tougher from here. I've made it very far. I don't know where I am. I know there's one more space stage that I think is cool, but not as great as that desert stage in the beginning. There's definitely World of Color. Oh, there's definitely like one more pairing of stages after this. Oh yeah, the instant drop is just... oh, it's devastating. I'll be able to do it though. I didn't even realize I had this. I'm gonna use it now. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do today, I guess. I forgot that it was going on instant drop speed. I wonder what the entirety of the game would be like if it was just this pace. I think I would die. I think I would IRL die. Am I done with this? Okay, thank God. Where am I at? Alright, I've been getting consistent A's, which feels good, but I wouldn't mind that Sir Double S. I definitely have to be playing more to Tetrises, which I don't even know how you do on instant drop. It's definitely something I have to learn, but we're just going. We're having a good time. Keep it fresh. Oh, this one is also... no, it's not an instant drop at all. It's interesting. In an interview, they talked about the zone and like what that means to like people who are playing, and if that's like legitimate. I think it's the realest thing. I think even during the stream, I notice it. Sometimes I'm going quiet, but it's not because I'm like freaking out. It's because I am so at bay to the game. Genuinely, I know this sounds so obnoxious, and I also hope Mizuguchi works on more. Weirdly enough, if you saw the Stadia press conference at all, one of the things you could have seen, if you're a fan of niche games, is that one of the people who went on stage, she was wearing a Rez shirt. Like a vintage Rez shirt. I can't tell if it's that's like a move where it's like, let's look like we like video games, because this is a niche video game. Or maybe it's something that that person really likes. I don't want to downplay this individual employee of Google as like a monster for being corporate, because I mean, I don't know. But I wonder, and I doubt it, because Mizuguchi seems to be obsessed with VR right now and VR experiences. But I wonder if maybe he himself is working on something for them. I'd be interested to see what that project would turn out to be, especially because of the multiple GPU usages kind of thing. But I don't know, we'll see, kind of a thing. This is just one of my favorites. When you pre-order the game, if you did, way back when, I don't know if it's still offered, hopefully it is, you were given a soundtrack sampler where these sounds were edited together. Unfortunately without some of the great Tetramino sounds. But, oh, I skipped a part of the song, I'm sorry. I'm just going fast. I was not paying enough attention. So this is instant drop. Any speed above 17 is like a guaranteed instant drop. Okay. Now we know. The more you know. No, you can see it for like a fraction of a second before it drops, so it's definitely not instant, but it's definitely not instant. It's one of those, it's in the sweet spot of being instant and not. I wish I could put the camera in the TV. Weird idea. Just because I hate the fact that my eyes are constantly looking down at the game and I can't pay attention to you guys. Even though that's not how streamers play at all. I just like playing to the camera, like directly, you know, what is directly inadvisable by most people who do film. Oh, jeez. It's a resolvable mistake. I also kind of wish they spread out the vocal songs a little bit more, because you have the amazing one at the beginning. I think we passed one? And there's another one that's coming up. It's this one. And they're really great and powerful moments, but it could be that they were saving it for the finale, kind of like how the budget goes up, or you get more interesting levels or final bosses right before the end. I don't know. I don't know what the intent was here. But I like the vocal songs a lot. On top of that, I would love to have heard more Even though they all deliver such unique soundscapes and contribute to an overwhelmingly beautiful experience, I would love to know what that is, you know? The hint of the song, and that was beautiful. That's like the box art, is they use those mermaids. I don't know why the silhouette of it makes it look so much more interesting than if they actually did something with it. It's also interesting hearing the version of the song untouched. Like they have edits. So that's a bass drop that's led up to that I really like. It's almost led up to a little more appropriately in the song edit they have, because they have to make unique edits for these, because you know you can't just listen to someone's recording of them playing the game. It would sound weird. Although I haven't been able to find a clean recording of the last song, which I would love. Maybe they're gonna release an OST that I can buy. Ooh, voice crack. Wow. We're almost done. Yeah, there's an astronaut one, and then recenter myself. Very cool that they try and emulate the ability to, like, look through stages a little. Kind of like explore them as you can in VR. But it's scary when you flick the analog stick by complete accident while picking up your controller after putting it down for 10 seconds. And it could set off the rest of your game entirely when you're playing it on your TV. I'm nervous. Oh god. That was genuine. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I assure you everything I say and do is genuine. Had another one. It didn't move the way I wanted it to, so I was just like, okay. I do like this one. I said earlier, I just think that the desert 2 space is beautiful. It also kind of reminds me of the sound effects they use for Res for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the countdown. I wonder if it's an actual, like, space, what would you call it, tape? Of, like, how it actually sounds. It's probably just an edit, but, you know, some creators, stuff like that's really important to them, is authenticity. I definitely underestimated this stage a little, because I've never had troubles with it before. So now I'm having severe problems. I would love that, actually. I probably could have gotten out there normally, but I had been too intimidated. So instead, here's me. I wonder if it's like a challenge to not use that, but I don't think I would It's so many. It's like a full hour of Tetris if you're playing it fast. And the idea of not being able to use that power-up would be... not like, oh god. I forgot about this one. And it might be the end of me. And if it was, it was good knowing you. You can read my will and testament. I've given everything I own to the person watching this right now. Thank you. That includes you on the VOD. So we'll know in a little bit. You can always fast forward to see... oh gosh. If I lost. But it's likely. Another really pretty one though. The idea of flight. A good one to end this long journey on. Oh no, I'm fine. It took me a while to get back down, but again, not playing like expert strats, you know, no moves only kind of a thing, but I am doing, you know, alright, all things considered. Okay, so after I just did zone, I just made a lot of mistakes. I would love to remedy them for you, in front of you. Unlike Bob Ross with happy accidents, these are not all happy accidents. These are sometimes just genuine me hitting the wrong button at the wrong time. I'm good at other games, but this is the game I'm best at, and I kind of recognize that about myself. It's not a problem per se, but it's unique. Oh wow. I might be my total high score. I think, unless that's total high score up until this point, because I believe this is the last one. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's go. This one's beautiful. I might just stay silent the entire time. But every time I've said that, I've been lying. No, I'm not going to, because I am far too stressed out. I'm not breathing. Kudos to all the beautiful voices that lent your voice to this game. And also whoever the lyricist was. Just some really nice stuff. I'm trying to stack a little, but I immediately regret it. I guess I could try and use my own. Not a single. Apologize. Me. I hit it right before the bass drops, alright. You can hear it in the background. Shit. Perfectly in time with the beat, me? Okay. 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 Not terrible. Also not quite, I've done it yet material. Not out of these woods yet, but soon. Soon I will be. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? I'm not doing terrible, if that's my question. Oh gosh, I have just... Okay. We're fine. Oh god. I'm gonna zone it out. I'm gonna zone out some housing permits. Oh gosh. Just some really last minute mistakes that are making me worried. I would desperately want to not lose. Alright. Okay, okay. I love that I'm getting slowed down. It's so honestly unique. Oh wow, I'm gonna end this one on a bit of a doozy. I need to clear 2 lines. 1 more line. Whew. And then the coolest part, if I get it. Oh, okay. I don't know if you get it every time, but the first time I played this, I did not get this. And it's a very fun way to pace yourself a little. It's just do infinite combos for a straight up minute. At least I can get some of those. Oh, I get 1 more. Let's make this a good one. Stop building. Ah, they do drop you out. That's fair. I embrace this. I did it. I could not be happier. I was really worried when I played this on stream, actually. I was worried I was gonna just cave to pressure. And a couple times I did really almost just drop off the face of the earth. Now I get to watch these incredible credits. Oh my god, my wrist hurts. You have to sit through the entirety of credits. I'd like to thank everyone who watched me go through this journey. It was a very emotional one. I really did genuinely think I wasn't gonna make it all the way through, but as soon as I beat the Eagle stage, I feel like I knew I was gonna make it all the way, which is cool. have that going for me. Yeah, I just get to watch this goodness for a little bit more. Yeah, it's Takashi Ishihara. Let me do a quick Google search. Takashi Ishihara. Shigihara, right? No, I think it was Ishihara. Ishihara. Whoops. Takashi Ishihara. It's video game credits from Moby Games. Oh, this is interesting. It says he's responsible for the game Concept. And that he helped with Dragon's Dogma stuff? Dark Arisen? Weird. Yeah, it did art for Rez and Tetris Effect and Child of Eden and Sonic Gems Collection. Ooh. He was thanked in... Weird. He has done very little. No, it says he directed this one as well. Hey man, you don't get enough credit. Especially because I give credit to Mizuguchi all the time, because it's a very him game. But you made a really, really incredible game that I could not be happier to play again and again. I think this must be one of my many times playing this. I really don't know. But, even 2019 is still one of my favorite games. I think after this I'm gonna transition over to some Crypt of the Necrodancer, just because Cadence of Hyrule got announced. Is that correct? Cadence of Hyrule? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see? They wait. No, I didn't read fast enough. Let me see it on the stream. Nope. I missed it. They credit the NASA space station, and I'm not sure why. So, I wonder what that's for. Yeah, Mizuguchi. Well, at least as a producer, very good stuff. Very powerful stuff. It's very cool. He should be very proud. Resonair is an interesting company. Is there anything else they have announced? Because technically, Luminous wasn't them. And I know Space Channel 5 is going into VR, but I don't know what else they're doing. Oh, their website is beautiful. Hydelic is an artist. I will have to look up their thing. Their composer, Takashi Ishihara, yep. Oh wow, this is very interesting. They have all the credits. Oh, I got this! Yay! How fun. That's fun. Director, producer. Yeah, oh, there he is. Mizuguchi. His title is Digital Storyteller, Music Producer, and Synesthesia Artist. That's fun. He credited himself with making the Oh no, Luminous Remastered was made by them, which is good because it looks so much better than the original, and it's great. The only games they have currently are Res Infinite, one, the Synesthesia suit that goes with Res Infinite, but doesn't really exist anymore. It's I saw it at a conference and it looked good, but Luminous Remastered, loved it. That was in March of last year, and then Tetris Effect, that was November. Yeah, and I really liked it. So yeah, can't wait for more. Really good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick 5. I'm gonna pee, and then I'm gonna switch the game. So I'll be right back. the cozy stream will commence with 100% more coz. I'm just gonna make a quick edit to the video title, and I'm gonna be. Let me just make sure it's Cadence of Hyrule. Yeah, it is. Summary. Oh, hype. Working these things out are hard. Crypt of the Necro Dancer. So I'm going to do casual playthrough. I might have to fix the audio when we get in-game. But we're going to try it out.